Hey guys, so it's something like just before 5:30 in the morning. I'm sitting on my kitchen floor and I'm gonna get this video filmed now because I've been trying to film this get ready with me catch up chat video for literally months now. I swear I've filmed this video over 10 times. I tried twice yesterday, both times an out and out disaster. So whilst the kids are sleeping, I'm gonna get it done now. So I'm gonna start with a primer. I'm using the photography fluid from Nayod. I use this for the first time this week, and the more I use it, the more I like it. First time I used it, I thought it was kind of drying, but at the same time, the first time I used it, I had to take out more product because the product that was already in the pipette had dried up and turned into like a solid, almost solid paste. But now that the product's kind of mixed up a bit, I quite like it. I don't know how the lighting's going to be in this video because, like I said, I am just sitting on the kitchen floor. It's like old school YouTube styling. If anyone remembers back in the day. Oh, there it is, the fridge kicking in. Perfect timing, but I'm not gonna give in. I need to. If I want this video filmed, I'm gonna have to do it now. So for foundation, I'm gonna use the Conceal and Hydrate foundation from Revolution. I have picked up when I accumulate it all into a basket, it is a bunch of products. There will have been a show and tell video come up before this. But yeah, so I've written notes so that I can be very quick and concise with this video. So let's just jump right on in. So for the most part, since about May, I haven't really been filming as consistently as I would like. I would sit down and film a batch of videos that would last a good length of time, but between that I haven't been able to get a whole lot done. You guys know about the financial issues I was having back in March. I did do a video about that and I'll link in the info box if you haven't seen it already. In May we had our cooker break. Oh my lord. So I just got interrupted by a spider descending from the ceiling. That was fun. What was I saying? Yeah, I told you guys about my cooker breaking and I was trying to save money for that. We mentioned it to, Nick mentioned it to his parents that we were on the hunt for a new cooker, and they were like, oh, well, we were gonna buy one for you as a housewarming. So they bought us a cooker, which is this guy up here. It's small and compact, but it does everything we need it to do, and that is the main thing. And it just plugs into the wall, so I didn't have to pay an electrician to come and plumb it in. I know that sounds weird, plumbing and electricity, but that's how people say it around here. You can get your cooker plumbed in. You plumb in your gas, plumb in your electric, plumb in your washing machine. You plumb it in. So there was that. I did have my phone die, and I did end up having to pick up a really cheap one from Asda. It was like a tenner, and it did the job. It did the job. Badly, but it did the job. Even when you were like taking a phone call, it was like being back in like the early 2000s. Hello, I'm sorry, can you speak up? It was the worst quality ever, and I don't like having phone calls in public anyway. I don't like the pretentiousness of it being on your phone. like that. It's always something giving me like really bad anxiety over it. I know people throw around that phrase all the time, but it does. It gives me like, oh my god, people are looking at me, people are looking at me style paranoia. Even if they aren't looking at me, even if they're probably on their phone. But yeah, whole other topic, isn't it? So yeah, I ended up getting a good deal with my phone company. With O2. I have been since forever, since it was BT Cellnet. Anyone's old enough to remember that. I'm gonna go in with the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. So I've always had, like the last 2 years, I think it is, I've had a SIM only contract, and I just upgraded that to a contract with a phone, and it was like maybe an extra £5 a month, which was a lot easier than saving a £5 a month for a phone. So yeah, I did that. And then in June, the end of May or start of June, I got hit with my energy bill, which I'd been setting money aside for. And the bill ended up being almost £200 more than what I had anticipated it being. So yeah, all the money that at the time we'd been setting aside for a new phone, a new cooker, I had to put into the energy bill. So that was fine. So basically just like a boatload of financial stress right there. Trying to like have immediate access to money is just difficult. And then amongst that, Rowan had his jabs, he had dietitian, Luna had induction to nursery. I had a prolapse, which meant I had to go to physio for a bit over the summer. I don't have to go anymore. They were quite happy with the progress that I've made, with the dedication I made to the exercises they told me to do. That we caught it early enough that surgical intervention would not have been necessary, which is awesome. This might be a bit TMI, but just to describe the prolapse I had, a lot of people tend to have like cervical prolapses. I didn't have a cervical prolapse, I had other prolapse. So imagine this is your cervix, this is your bladder, urinary thing, and then this is your bowel. I had those two prolapse. Like my cervix is fine, but the walls that were holding my bladder and my bowel in place were weak, and they sort of popped out of place. So it was basically just strengthening the muscles to get them to stay where they should be. And over like a 3-4 month period, I did my pelvic floor exercises very dedicatedly, and I continue to do so. And they're very happy with the progress I made. So ladies, when you have your babies and you get that little pamphlet, do the exercises. Just do them, because one of these days you are gonna lose your temper with your child and you are gonna roar like a banshee, because I did, and you are gonna feel this pop and you're gonna be like, oh damn, I should have done my exercises. So next I'm gonna go in with powder. This is the Conceal and Fix powder. They put the name of it on the packaging, but not on the actual powder. The sifter in this is stupid. I get that it's there to like maybe reduce the amount of product that comes out, so that you don't open it and get like a face full of powder dust. But at the same time, when you're having to shake out the powder, you still open it up to a bit of powder dust, and it's all over the mirror, which sucks. And I just shook that a bunch, and that's barely enough to set my face. Like if you bake, like you're gonna have to crack it open and pull out the sifter to get enough to set your whole face. Sorry, I'm like sitting in front of the cat bowl, so you're gonna hear crunching. Let's see if you can hear anything over the freezer buzzing, you know. This is such a high quality video right now. But yeah, in amongst all of that financial stress and basically we were here, there and everywhere for like the whole of like May, June and July, and I kind of had a major bus stop. Just sometimes things get on top of us and we don't really have time away from each other, like alone time. Not very often, because we don't have alone time away from each other, we don't have alone time together either, which isn't great, because we don't really have people that can take our kids for us. We don't have anyone that can really babysit for us. So yeah, Nick's parents live too far away. My parents aren't able-bodied enough. My brother has never seen the children at all, and I wouldn't leave them in his care anyway. That's a whole other story that I don't even want to get into. One of his sisters actually lives in Australia, and the other sister has her own life, which I respect. She's a busy girl. A little envious, but yeah, it's gotta be choosers, right? So I'm gonna go in with some highlight. This is the peach champagne one from Makeup Revolution. They're selling these for like $2.50 on their website at the moment because they're trying to clearance them out. I freaking love it. You get 35 grams of this stuff for £2.50, which is insane. So yeah, this is the first time we've ever really lived together alone. We've been living together for years. We've been living together for like 9 years before we moved in here. We've been together for 12. And then we lived here for 2 years, and it's odd to be at this point in your relationship and then discovering all the little annoyances that someone has that was masked by the presence of other people. Like, yeah. And again, we don't have the alone time, so we don't have the time to like decompress either. So yeah, there is that also. So I just had things come to a head, like me thinking he's lazy, him thinking that I mollycoddle the children. This came to a head at a point that it was just after Ron had his jabs and he was teething and he was getting up. Like it was like the third night in a row he woke up, and I, being me, I do whatever it takes to comfort my child. Whether it is, can you get away from my bushes please? Whether it's taking them to bed with me getting into bed with them for a little bit till they calm down, or sometimes I will take them into the living room and set up a little bed on the sofa with them, or Rowan will sleep in his little sling chair all night and I'll sleep on the sofa next to him, which I'm perfectly happy to do, but Nick sees it as I'm babying him when really I'm just trying to comfort him. And we just lost it with each other, like lost it, like screaming at each other. But since then we've been fine. Like everything we needed to get off our chest, and things have been fine. He's been going out and seeing his friends more, gives him space. He's letting me out by myself, which gives me space as well. There's just something. I also hate the fact that I have to go out to get time to myself, so I love it when he goes out and sees his friends, because it's like being alone in my home. There's something so super calming about that that's just uncomparable. But yeah, things have been great since then. I don't want anyone to think that our relationship is like hanging by a thread or anything. Just, it can be difficult sometimes to find an in to express your concerns with someone, or your I can't think of the words right now, it's far too early in the morning, but you get what I mean. It can be difficult to find a way, like a natural opening to bring up a concern or an issue with someone, especially when you live with them. Sorry, I'm using the contour palette that I picked up before. And then from there, in July, I got a message saying that I had to contact the housing office, and she was like, oh yeah, your benefits were frozen on like the 10th of June, so you're like 6 weeks behind in rent. I'm like, how could I be? My housing benefits should be. No, that's been frozen. So I contacted the benefits office, and oh lord, what a palaver that was. I'll go into it in more detail in the no buy video. But that took like 4 or 5 weeks just to sort out in and of itself. That was so stressful. Phone calls, going up to the council office, going up to the housing office, sending in forms. When I initially found out about it and got the breakdown of it, I just bawled my eyes out. Like, I thought I was gonna go bankrupt, to be perfectly honest, because we're talking an additional almost £7,000, housing benefit overpayment, council tax overpayment, and rent arrears. We're talking about £7,500. It's a lot. And I'll talk about that more in the no buy video, like I said. But yeah, so that was an intense period of stress, working out whether it would be better for me to just go back work full time, whether just becoming unemployed would be better. As it stands, in as much shit as we're in right now, I'm still £75 a month better off than if I were working full time, which is insane because I'm supposed to pay to work. That's the whole. That was supposed to be the whole buzz about the new benefit system. It was supposed to pay to work, and it doesn't, which is stupid. Sorry, the blush I'm using is Baked Peach. It's one of the Revolution Blush Reloadeds. I've been using this the last couple of days, and it is a very pigmented blush, and I think I've got the right amount of product this time. The last couple of times I've used it, it's been looks like something out of the 80s, so I'm quite happy with this now. A little touch more. We're set with the Collection Dewy Makeup Fixing Spray, which I have actually been obsessed with. I know people don't like the phrase obsessed, but I have been. I keep this in my makeup bag for touch-ups. I love this stuff so much, and I've been using it for the whole of August. Today is actually September 1st, so yay, happy September. I've been using it the whole of August, and I've barely used any of it. It has such a it mists so much. It covers a huge amount of your face, but it's got this thickness to it, so it's not like one of those airy mists that you don't feel. You feel this going onto your face, but it's not like a jet spray, which is how I feel about the Pixie Glow mist that I've been using. So yeah, onto brows. So I'm going to use my Anastasia brow pomade. I've actually mixed this with a bit of oil because it was getting dry, and it's been working a treat since. So I'm sure you can understand that with everything that's been going on, all that massive amount of stress, and amongst that, going weeks at a time without having a day to ourselves, and then when I have had time to myself, I've needed to clean, like need to do like 4 loads of washing in a day and stuff like that. Been mad. So yeah, you can understand that I've been tired, like really tired. So anytime I've had a minute to myself when the kids are asleep, or I've been sleeping in a lot in the mornings actually. Like 2 times I've been struggling to get up for work, like maybe waking up at like 7:30, which is nuts. It's so not like me. I've just been so tired and exhausted. And chuck into all this, we've been potty training Luna. It's going good. It's going really well. She is perfectly potty trained, but she's not toilet trained, if that makes sense. Like, she won't go into a big toilet, so it makes it quite difficult to get her to go to the toilet when we're out and about. So if anyone has any advice on that, please help me, because anytime I've asked someone in my real life, they look at me and just instantly go, "Isn't she a bit old? Shouldn't you have already done this?" I've been fucking trying. You can't make a child pee in a toilet. You just can't. You have to make them want to. That too is an ultimate source of stress. Like, why do other mothers do this? I've come to you for advice, but no, you're gonna make me feel like a retard instead. So yeah, on top of being financially inept, I'm a shit mom. So there's that. I'm not really, but I often get made to feel like one. Oh. So yeah, when I've had time where I could be filming, I'm usually asleep, or there's something else needing done, like hanging up washing. Or I need to go to the bank, or something else. There's always something else. And like I say, I have been trying to film, and either there's been too many interruptions, or it's been bad lighting, or I've just been so tired that it just makes the whole thing look stupid. So yeah, that's why there's not been as many videos as I would have liked. I've definitely put up more videos than I thought I had. I was like, oh my god, I haven't put up a single video in like July or August, so like I've put up 10 in each month, which I think is pretty decent. Someone has like in the 0 time, and it just makes me think, like, this is me half-assing it, like just scraping by. Like, imagine if I actually put effort in, what I could actually achieve. It's freaking madness. But yeah, so with all this going on, I haven't really had a whole lot of time for putting effort into makeup artistry. I've had people again express interest and then either not reply to my messages, or arrange something and then not show up, or cancel last minute. I have now instated the whole £10 non-refundable deposit, and I made that public on my page this last week, because whenever you mention it to people, suddenly they're no longer interested. It's like, yeah, you were just having my leg anyway, were you? So I'm going into the Creme Brulee palette from I Heart Revolution. I had been using the honey palette the last few times, but yeah, those looks ended up being fail videos, so we're gonna, there's bad juju with that palette now. I'm going in with the shade Custard, which is a shimmery sort of champagne colour. I'm going to use that as my highlight. I know I'd probably get people take me more seriously if I had like an updated portfolio on my Facebook page or on my website, or if I had anything on my website at all. That would help. But I haven't had time. But that in and of itself shouldn't give people a pass to waste my time, you know? I mean, all it would take would be a message on Facebook and I could get a horde of people wanting their makeup done for free in exchange for a picture. Easily. Gonna go into Yolk. And as you already heard me say, I haven't had much time for the website either, so I haven't been able to get much, and I haven't been able to get anything on basic makeup on the website. I have got videos filmed that I did back in June. I just haven't gotten them edited yet. And it's gotten to the point where they've been sitting that long, I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to. What if they're stupid? Like Filmer's reports. Ooh, I quite like that. This is such the worst lighting for doing a get ready with me. I'm so sorry, guys. I picked up this palette because it gave me the honey vibes, and yeah, I'm very happy with it so far. So yeah, and with being on a no buy now, I have to change my approach to what I was going to do with basic makeup, because I wanted it to be just a classic like beauty channel, like reviewing the latest releases, that kind of thing. But obviously I am in no position to be doing that, and plus it would also just be sort of feeding the consumerist machine that we're all fighting against at the moment. So I think that whole, I don't know, I have feels about that whole situation. I might do a separate video on, because I feel like the way some people talk about it is very condescending. Like we are individual people, we are in control of what we buy. Like, just because a company releases something doesn't mean we have to buy it. And a lot of people are talking in a way that the companies are forcing us to buy things, and I find that very condescending. But that is a different video altogether. Next I'm going to go into Flambe, so this colour here, the orangey one. What was I saying? So I'm going to turn basic makeup just into like a vault of makeup looks. They may be talk throughs, they may be just with music. It depends on what I can do. It depends what I have time for, what I have energy for. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get at least one thing up on there a week, and I'm gonna try and get my videos on here into a regular schedule as well. It's all about finding the time and the energy. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Like, I learned yesterday, I was like, oh my god, well, wouldn't it be grand if I could just film while the kids were awake? And that was such a disaster. It was not my finest moment. They're all fine until I turn on the camera, and then suddenly they turn into little demons and want to touch anything. So for the moment, YouTube is basically my only hobby. I don't have time to read, don't have time for knitting, and generally speaking, I don't get to watch what I want to watch on the TV. Not that I really have time to watch TV, but even if I did, I don't get to watch what I want to watch. So there is that. So this is basically it for me. I don't get to see my friends very often. Anytime I do really try and make plans with anyone, it falls through. Something comes up and it really bugs me when people call like an hour before you're supposed to meet them and you've already left the house and be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I totally forgot about this really important thing. It's like, yeah honey, if it was really that important you wouldn't have forgot about it now, would you? Yeah. So yeah. And I get it, like when you become a parent, you have children, like I am one, I have them, things can come up and you do have to cancel last minute, that's understandable. But when for the 4th time in a row, you're like, oh my god, my child is sick. I know you're just using that as an excuse. I know you are. I'm just using that brush I used Film Bay on, just to blend that out a bit more. Okay, and I'm going to go in with a bit of cream shadow on the lid. Can you tell the daylight's starting to come in? I woke up and looked at the clock and I was like, oh my god, it's 5 o'clock, I'll get up and get filming. I forgot, it's September now. So, no more bright and early mornings anymore. Every time I filmed one of these, like Get Ready With Me, the last few weeks, they've just sort of devolved into me having a rant about stuff, about random stuff. That's why I've not posted them, because I'm like, no one wants to see this. No one does. I'm going to take the shade Demerara, which is just a very basic yellowy gold. I'm just going to pack that on the top. That cream shadow. So yeah, I probably could have posted any one of the versions of this that I made that I managed to complete. But yeah. I need to stop worrying so much and stop trying to be so perfect with my videos. I think that might be what stopped me posting and editing those videos for basic makeup, was I felt like I was trying to be perfect. And that came off as inauthentic. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm actually at the point now where I've filmed this video so many times that I'm not entirely sure what I've said in an unfinished version of this video, or what I've actually said in a posted video. So if I've covered things again that I've already talked about, I'm sorry. I really am. Okay, so there is now an awoken child, so I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to do my mascara and my lipstick at another point, but I'm happy that I finally managed to get this video done in some form of coherent manner. I will probably try and sit down later on today and film the rest of the videos I wanted to do, like the no buy overview kind of thing, and I've got a show and tell that I want to share with you as well, and if I can, maybe a few other things. We'll see what time says. Oh god, I thought you were actually a child. It was a cat. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me whinge. I do sometimes just need to vent, and apparently in real life friends don't seem to think I'm worth their time. So anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.